We've all seen what would happen if you were to fall into a black hole, but have you ever wondered what would happen if you fell through the Earth? You're falling, falling, falling. The air rushes past you as you plummet towards the center of the Earth. At first it's terrifying, but then it becomes clear that you're not actually hurtling towards anything in particular. In fact, you're falling through empty space. That's because the Earth isn't actually solid. It is mostly just a big ball of rock and metal with a bunch of empty space in between. As you continue to fall, you pass through more and more layers of rock and metal until you finally reach the Earth's core. But even then, you don't actually hit anything, you just keep on falling. That's because the Earth's core is actually a liquid. So you're literally falling through a giant ball of molten rock. At this point, you might start to feel a little nauseous. After all, you're surrounded by hundreds of thousands of degrees worth of molten rock, but you're not actually in any danger. That's because you're falling at the speed of light. Yes, you're literally falling faster than it takes for light to travel. In fact, you're falling so fast that time itself seems to slow down. You look up and see that the sky has turned a deep red color. That's because you're passing through the Earth's atmosphere so quickly that you're compressing it. The air molecules are being squeezed together so tightly that they re-colliding with each other and exciting each other as electrons. The electrons are then releasing energy in the form of light. And because they're only able to release it in one color, the sky turns a deep red. You continue to fall until you reach the surface of the Earth again. But now the world looks very different. The sky is filled with stars. That's because you've fallen so far that you're no longer in the Earth's atmosphere. You're actually in outer space, but there's something else strange about the world. Everything is backwards. That's because you've fallen through the Earth's core. And when you do that, everything gets flipped upside down. So what would happen if you fell through the Earth? You'd fall really fast. You'd pass through a lot of rock and metal. You'd see the Earth's core, which is a giant ball of liquid. You'd feel really hot, but not actually in any danger. You'd pass through the Earth's atmosphere so quickly that it would compress and turn the sky a deep red color. You'd see stars, and when you finally reached the surface of the Earth again, you'd find that everything was backwards. So don't try this at home, unless you want to see what's on the other side of the Earth.